Hello students, today in this session I want to give some explanation about the allied angles. With the knowledge of allied angles, very easily we can find the values of trigonometric functions in any one of the four quadrants which are multiples of standard angles. Now, what are allied angles? Angles of the form n into 90 plus or minus x are called the allied angles of x. The angles of the form n into pi by 2 plus or minus x are called the allied angles of x. That means n may be any integer. N may be any integer. That means if n is 1 into pi by 2 plus or minus x. If n is 0 into pi by 2 plus or minus x. 0 into pi by 2, 0 plus or minus x. If n is 1 into pi by 2 plus or minus x. Pi by 2 plus or minus x. If n is equal to 2 into pi by 2 plus or minus x. That is pi plus or minus x. If n is 3 into pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 plus or minus x. If n is 4 into pi by 2, that is 2 pi plus or minus x, etc. Or n may be a negative integer. If n is minus 1 into pi by 2 plus or minus x, that is minus pi by 2 plus or minus x. If n is minus 2 into pi by 2 minus pi plus or minus x, etc. are called the allied angles of x. Or in general, an angle of the form n into pi by 2 plus or minus x are called the allied angles of x. With the knowledge of allied angles, we can very easily find the values of trigonometric functions in four different quadrants which are multiples of standard angles. Now, what is the relation between x and 90 or pi by 2 plus or minus x? We all studied last year what is sine 90 minus x, cos 90 minus x, tan 90 minus x, etc. Here the allied angles of 90 or pi by 2 minus x changes to its co-function. What are co-functions? Sine and cos are co-function. Co-function of sine is cos. Co-function of cos is sine. Tan and cot are co-functions, and secant and cosecant are co-functions. Okay. So the allied angles of 90 plus or minus x changes to its co-function. What is sine 90 pi by 2 minus x? That's equal to cos x, cos pi by 2 minus x, sin x, tan pi by 2 minus x, cot x, cot pi by 2 minus x, that's equal to tan x, secant pi by 2 minus x, cosecant x, and cosecant pi by 2 minus x is equal to secant x. Since all trigonometric functions are positive in first quadrant, the allied angles of 90 minus x are all positive. Pi by 2 minus x are all positive. Now, what is sine pi by 2 plus x? Since this is pi by 2, remember students, the allied angles of pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. Note this students, the allied angles pi by 2 plus x. Here, since it is pi by 2, sign changes to its co-function cos. Again, this angle is in second quadrant. In second quadrant, sign is positive. Therefore, answer is plus cos x. But what is cos pi by 2 plus x? Since it's pi by 2, first write co-function of cos, that is sine. Again, it's in second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos negative. Therefore, it is minus sin. What is tan pi by 2 plus x? Since pi by 2, first write co-function of tan, that is cot. Again, it's in second quadrant. In second quadrant, tan theta, tan x is negative. Therefore, minus cot x. So, what is cot pi by 2 plus x? Since pi by 2, first write co-function of cot, that is tan. Again, it's in second quadrant. In second quadrant, cot theta negative, so minus cot x. Secant pi by 2 plus x is equal to minus cosecant x, because in second quadrant secant theta negative and secant x is negative, and since it's pi by 2, secant changes to its co-function cosecant, but cosecant pi by 2 plus x is equal to plus secant x, because in second quadrant cosecant x is positive. In second quadrant, since cosecant x is positive, sign of cosecant pi by 2 plus x is positive, plus secant x. Now, what are allied angles of 180 plus or minus x, or pi plus or minus x? What is sine pi plus x, or first consider what is sine pi minus x? Since it is 180 plus or minus x, the trigonometric functions remains the same. So first write sine x, and then decide the sign whether it's positive or negative. Since this angle is in second quadrant, sign is positive, so it is plus sin. What is cos 180 pi minus x? Since first in this angle pi, since this is 180 pi, is equal to pi or 180 degrees. Since it is pi, first write the same trigonometric function cos. Again, it's in second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos is negative, so minus cos x. What is tan pi minus x? Since it is 180, first write tan, and in second quadrant, tan is negative, so minus tan x. Cot pi minus x is equal to minus cot x, because in second quadrant cot is negative. Secant pi minus x is equal to minus secant x, and cosecant pi minus x is equal to plus cosecant x, because in second quadrant sine and cosecant are positive, the other four trigonometric functions are negative. Since it is pi here, have the same trigonometric functions, the allied angles of pi plus or minus x or 2 pi plus or minus x remains the same. Now, what are the allied angles of pi plus x? Pi plus x. Here, first in this angle pi, first side same trigonometric function sin x, but this angle is in third sign is negative, so the answer is minus sin x. What is cos pi plus x? It's equal to minus cos x. Tan pi plus x is equal to tan x because in third quadrant tan is positive. In third quadrant, sine and cos are negative, therefore tan is positive. Since it is pi, sine the same trigonometry function, again it's a third quadrant angle, in third quadrant tan positive. What is cot pi plus x is equal to cot x because in third quadrant cot is also positive. Secant pi plus x is minus secant x and cosecant pi plus x is equal to minus cosecant x. Okay. Now, what is the relation between x and 3 pi by 2 plus or minus x? What is sine 3 pi by 2 minus x? 3 pi by 2 minus x, it is a third quadrant angle. So how to write the right angles of sine 3 pi by 2? See this angle 3 pi by 2. If it is 3 pi by 2 or pi by 2, the trigonometric functions changes to its co-function. So since it is 3 pi by 2, first write cos x. Again it is in third quadrant. In third quadrant, sine is negative, sine x is negative, therefore it is minus cos x. What is cos 3 pi by 2 minus x? Since it's 3 pi by 2, first change cos to its co-function, sine. Again in third quadrant, cos is negative, cos x is negative, so minus sin x. This tan 3 pi by 2 minus x, it's equal to plus cot x because in third quadrant tan is positive, so it is plus cot x. Cot 3 pi by 2 minus x is equal to plus tan x. In third quadrant both tan and cot are positive. What is secant 3 pi by 2 minus x is equal to minus cosecant x. Since it is 3 pi by 2, find the co-function of secant, that is cosecant x. Again in third quadrant secant x is negative, so minus cosecant x. What is cosecant 3 pi by 2 minus x? It's equal to minus secant x because in third quadrant secant is negative. Secant, both secant and cosecant are negative. These are the right angles of 3 pi by 2 minus x. Now, what are the values of these functions? If it is 3 pi by 2 plus x, what is sine 3 pi by 2 plus x? First take this angle 3 pi by 2. First write its co-function was again 3 pi by 2 plus x is the fourth quadrant angle. In fourth quadrant sine x is negative, so minus cos x. Cos 3 pi by 2 is equal to plus sin x because in fourth quadrant cos theta positive. Since 3 pi by 2, first write co-function of cos sin x. Again this angle is in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant cos x is positive, therefore it is plus sin x. Tan 3 pi by 2 plus x is equal to minus cot x in fourth quadrant because in fourth quadrant cot and tan are negative. Since cot x, tan x is negative, it is minus cot x is minus tan x. Secant 3 pi by 2 plus x is equal to secant x plus cosecant x, because in fourth quadrant secant x is positive. Cosecant, it is cosecant 3 pi by 2 plus x minus secant x, because in fourth quadrant cosecant x is negative. Now the sine, the right angles of 2 pi plus or minus x. We all know the right angles or the angles 2n pi plus x is same as sin x. The trigonometric functions of x and 2n pi plus x are same that we have studied in the earlier classes, that we have studied in the last class. Trigonometric function of x and any trigonometric function of x and 2n pi plus x remains the same. But what is sine 2 pi minus x? 0 degrees or 0 is same as 2 pi. So what is sine 2 pi minus x? Since it is 2 pi, first write the same trigonometric function sin x and decide the sign whether it is positive or negative. Since 2 pi minus x is in fourth quadrant, sign is negative, therefore sin 2 pi minus x is equal to minus sin x. But cos 2 pi minus x is equal to cos x. Why? Cos 2 pi minus x is equal to cos x? Because in fourth quadrant cos is negative. Cos x is in fourth quadrant, cos x is positive. So cos 2 pi minus x is equal to cos x. Tan 2 pi minus x is equal to minus tan x, because in fourth quadrant tan is negative. Cot 2 pi minus x is equal to minus cot x. Secant 2 pi minus x is equal to plus secant x, because in fourth quadrant cos and secant are positive, the remaining trigonometric functions are negative. And cosecant 2 pi minus x is equal to minus cosecant x. And the allied angles of 2 pi plus x is same as the trigonometric functions of x, because we know 2 pi for any angle x, 2 pi plus x represent the same angle x. So the trigonometric functions of x and 2 pi plus x remains the same. Or in general, trigonometric functions of x and 2n pi plus x remains the same. This is all about allied angles. With the knowledge of this allied angles, very easily we can find the values of some trigonometric functions in any one of the four quadrants, and which are multiples of standard angles. For your knowledge, I will solve some problems. Find the values of the following trigonometric functions. Okay. We'll take the first problem. What is the value of sine 120 degrees? To find the value of sine 120 degrees, we can write in two different ways, either sine 90 plus 30 or sine 180 minus 60. If we write sine 90 plus 30, since it is 90 degrees, first write co-function of sine, that is cos, and we know cos 30 degrees is root 3 by 2. Or we can use sine 180 minus 60. Since it is 180 degrees, let's write sine 60 degrees. Again, it's a second quadrant angle. In second quadrant, sine theta positive. So the answer plus sine 60, answer is root 3 by 2. Anyway, the answer is root 3 by 2. Since it's a second quadrant angle, in second quadrant sine theta positive, so the answer is positive plus root 3 by 2. Second quadrant, cos 225 degrees. We can write cos 225 as in two different ways. Cos 180 plus 45 or cos 270 minus 45. Cos 180 plus 45 or cos 270 minus 45. Now, if you write cos 180 plus 45, since it is 180 degrees, first write cos 45. Again, it's in third quadrant. In third quadrant, cos theta negative. So the answer minus 1 by root 2. Or cos 270 minus 45. Since it is 270 degrees here, first change cos to its co-function sine 45. Again, it's a third quadrant angle. In third quadrant, cos theta negative. So the answer minus sine 45. Anyway, the answer is minus 1 by root 2. Cos 225 degrees. 225 degrees is a third quadrant angle. In third quadrant, cos theta negative. So the answer is negative minus 1 by root 2. Consider third problem. Tan 570 degrees. Here also you can write in two different ways. You can write either tan 540 plus 30 or tan 630 minus 60. This 540 degrees. 540 degrees coincides with 180 degrees. 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. Same as 450 degrees or 540 degrees, 630 degrees. So 540 degrees coincides with 180 degrees. So 540 degrees is same as 180 degrees. So tan 540 plus 30 is same as tan 180 plus 30. But tan, since it is 180 degrees, first write tan 30 degrees. Again, it is less than 30 degrees because it is a third quadrant, and in third quadrant, tan theta is positive. So the answer plus 1 by root 2. Or we can write tan 630 minus 60, but 630 degrees coincides with 270 degrees. So we can write 270 minus 60. Since it's 270 degrees, first change tan to its co-function, that is cot 60 degrees. Again, it is in third quadrant. In third quadrant, tan x is positive. So plus cot 60. Cot 60 is 1 by tan 60. You know tan 60 is root 3. Therefore, cot 60 is 1 by root 3. Anyway, the answer is positive since it is a third quadrant angle. In third quadrant, tan and cot are positive. So the answer plus 1 by root 3. It's better to use 180 plus or minus theta to write the allied angles, because to write the values of trigonometric function, if you write 270 plus or minus x or 90 plus or minus x, you have to change the respective co-functions of x. So better use 180 plus plus or minus x to find the values of trigonometric functions. Now consider the next problem. Cos 495 degrees. What problem? Cos 495 degrees. That is 495 degrees. 0, 90, 180 degrees, 270, same as 360, 90 same as 450, 180 is same as 540. So 495 is in between 450 and 540. So we can write as cos 450 plus 45, 450 plus 45, but 450 degrees coincides with 90 degrees, so 90 plus 45, but cos 90 degrees, since it is 90 degrees, first write co-function of cos, that is sin 45, again it's in second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos theta negative, so minus sin 45, that's equal to minus 1 by root 2. So cos 495 degrees is equal to minus 1 by root 2. Since this angle is in second quadrant, definitely cos is negative, answer minus 1 by root 2. Next problem, sin 600 degrees. What is the value of sin 600 degrees? Where is 600 degrees? Here, 360 plus 90, 450 plus 90, 540 plus 90, 630 degrees. So 600 degrees is a third quadrant angle. Since it is in third quadrant, sin theta negative, answer is definitely negative. We can write sin 600 as 540 plus 60, 540 plus 60, but sin 540 is same as sin 180 plus 60. But what are the right angles of 180 plus or minus x? It remains the same. First write sin 60 degrees in third quadrant. This angle is in third quadrant. In third quadrant, sin theta negative. So the answer minus root 3 by 2. So the value of sin 600 degrees is equal to minus root 3 by 2. Now, what is the value of cosecant minus 405 degrees? Sixth problem, cosecant minus 405 degrees, that is minus 405 degrees. Here, if you consider the angles in clockwise direction, it's minus 90, minus 180, minus 270, minus 360, minus 450 degrees. So minus 405 degrees is in between minus 360 and minus 450. It's a fourth quadrant angle. In fourth quadrant, cosecant theta is negative, so the answer is definitely negative. So the method of finding the value of cosecant minus 405 degrees is right easy method. What is cosecant minus theta is equal to minus cosecant theta. In general, sin minus x is equal to minus sin x. So cosecant minus x is equal to minus cosecant x. So write cosecant minus 405 degrees as minus cosecant 405. That's equal cosecant x is negative. Okay. So, is the method first write cosecant minus x is equal to minus cosecant x or minus cosecant 405. Then write 360 plus 45 trigonometric functions. Any trigonometric functions of x and 2 pi plus x remains the same. So cosecant 360 plus 45 is equal to cosecant 45. Answer is minus root 2. Now what is the value of cot minus 315 degrees? Where is minus 315 degrees? Cot minus 315 degrees. Where is minus 315 degrees? It's in first quadrant. 0, minus 90, minus 180, minus 270. This is same as minus 360. So minus 315 is in first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. Therefore, the answer is positive. So, in general, what is cot minus x? Cot minus x is equal to minus cot x. Cot minus x is equal to minus cot x. So, minus cot 315, that is minus cot 360 minus 45. Can write 315 as 360 minus 45. So, what is cot 360 minus 45? And minus into what is cot 360 minus 45? Since it is 360 degrees, first write cot 45 degrees. Again, this angle is in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cot is negative. So, minus cot 45 minus into minus plus cot 45 degrees. Cot 45 degrees is equal to 1. Here, minus 350 degrees is a first quadrant angle. In first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. So, the answer is definitely positive answer. It is plus 1. Next, eighth problem. What is the value of secant minus 660 degrees? Where is minus 660 degrees? 0, minus 90, minus 180, minus 270, minus 360, minus 450 degrees, minus 540 degrees, minus 630 degrees, minus 720 degrees. So minus 660 degrees is in first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. So the answer is definitely positive. But how to find the value of secant minus 660 degrees? We can find the value very easily. Here, first we can use the formula secant minus x is equal to secant x. Here, in general, sin minus x is equal to minus sin x, but cos minus x is equal to cos x. Since cos minus x is equal to cos x, secant minus x is equal to secant x. So secant minus 660 is equal to secant 660, or we can write secant 660 degrees as 720 minus 60 degrees. 720 minus 60 degrees, it is equal to secant 60, because in general trigonometric functions of x and 2n pi plus x or minus x remains the same. Secant 2n pi plus or minus x is equal to secant x. So secant 2 into root 360 minus 60 is equal to secant 60. We know cos 60 is equal to half. Therefore, secant 60 is equal to 2. So the answer is positive. It's equal to plus 2. What is the value of secant 840 degrees? 840 degrees lies in second quadrant because 2 complete revolution makes an angle 720 plus 90, 810 plus 30. It is same as 840 degrees. It's a second quadrant angle. We can write 840 degrees as 720 plus 120 degrees. But secant 720 plus x, 720 is 2 times 360. It coincides with 0. So secant 0 plus 120, it is same as secant 120. But secant 120, you can write 180 minus 60. That is equal to minus secant 60, because since it is 180 degrees, first write secant 60. Again, it's a second quadrant angle. In second quadrant, secant is negative, so minus secant 60, answer minus 2. Cos 60 is half, therefore secant 60 is minus 2. Last problem, 10 problem. To find the value of sine minus 240 degrees. Here we can use the formula. First we can use the result. Sine minus x in general minus sine x for any x in general, sine minus x is equal to minus sine x. So here sine minus 240, we can write minus sine 240, but 240 degrees, 180 plus 60, 240 degrees, we can write 180 plus 60, or what is sine 180 plus x? It is minus sine x, because since it is 180 degrees, first write the same trigonometric function sine 60. Again, it's a third quadrant angle. In third quadrant, sine x is negative, therefore minus sine 60. So that minus into minus plus sine 60 degrees, answer root 3 by 2. Answer root 3 by 2. Whereas minus 240 degrees, it is a second quadrant angle. 0, minus 90, minus 180, minus 240 degrees is a second quadrant angle. In second quadrant, secant sine theta positive, so the answer plus root 3 by